To this tutorial series. Today we're going to take a look at Spring Data REST. Spring Data REST is part of Spring Data and is a simple way to expose a REST API, to build a REST API that exposes a Spring Data repository. So let's start the project. Let's go to start.spring.io. We're going to use Java 17, packaging jar, Maven, latest version of Spring Boot available. And those are the dependencies that we are going to need for this demo. So REST repository, it's the dependency, Spring Boot starter of Spring Data REST. We're going to use Spring Data JPA. We're going to use H2 database just for simplicity, as we will need a database to build this example. This is the easiest way to do it for demo purpose. So I'll generate the code. I should have it available. It's extracted. Let's move it desktop application to make it easier to work with, and I can close. Now in Visual Studio I should be able to open it quickly. It is. Let's take a look at what we have. We have the POM file with Spring Boot starter data REST, Spring Boot starter data GPA, H2 database as well. And in the code base, we should have pretty simply the Spring Data REST application.java, and we should have application properties, which in this case is empty, and also the Spring Data REST application tests that is present in every Spring generated project. For this demo, let's imagine that we are a simple web store that sells products, and let's create then start creating our structure. In this case, a product folder. In this product folder, I want to have my products, which in this case, I'll create a product.java file, and this class will be my identity entity class. Okay, and my product will be simple. This is an entity class, so I will need an ID. My product will have a name. Okay, name is not a type, string is, so my name of type string. And I will have as well a big decimal. In this case, I will have a price because we are storing to make money at the end of the day. My ID, I will annotate it as an ID field. The generated value will follow strategy of generation type auto. And we will need, of course, getters and setters. So I will need get ID, I will have get name, I will have set name, I will have get price, and I will have set price. In this case, we don't need the set ID because ID is a primary key, and it's generated automatically. So in no circumstance we will have to update this ID. For that reason, we don't create the setter to handle this field. And that should be it for the product, I believe. Let's save, and now we will build, of course, a repository to handle these entities. So I will have my product repository.java, and my product repository will extend a CRUD repository. For simplicity, it could be CRUD repository, in this case to be product long, because my identity field is of type long. I should be able to save. I will have to import this, and it's not a public class. In this case, it's an interface. Here it is. So I have my repository here as well. So now, if I run this, I should have something already. Okay, so it's on port 8080. Let's see if I do a simple request. So let's call it get products. And if I do a simple get request in HTTPS, HTTP localhost 8080/products, what do I have? Okay, so we have list of products, which is empty because we didn't create anything yet. And we have the hypermedia driven that we saw in the description. We have a reference, HTTP reference for itself, and also a profile of products that we can also take a look to see what it contains. So I can copy this. I will create a new request, get request, and this time will be get profile products. In this case, I will just paste what I copied. Apparently I didn't copy it, but it was profile products. Let's see what we have. So we have some metadata, some description of what products should contain. So we have the descriptor, name, price. We have create products, get products, delete products. So we have some metadata associated with this resource that is put there automatically by Spring Data REST. Okay. But now, what if I want to create products? Can I do it already, or will I need to do something else? Let's try to do a post. Same thing, same resource, and what should we include in the body? So we said that my entity will have a name, so I should be able to have name. Let's say trousers. Let's imagine it's a clothing store. So let's trousers, and my price for the trousers will be I don't know, 39.99, just because of marketing. Let's send this request and see what we have. So we were able to create. We actually get a 201 created response status, and we have trousers. We have my product trouser, 39.99, and I have the link for itself. I have the link for the product. In this case, it's the same because it's a product and the product itself. So if I do my get request on products now, I indeed no longer have an empty list of products, but I have the product I just created. So this is the magic of Spring Data, Spring Data REST. Just for the sake of consistency, let's put correct name in here. So we have this simple way of building an API to expose directly a database table, to expose directly a Spring Data resource repository without having to go to the trouble of building service layer, building controller layer. In many situations, this is the fastest way possible, in particular for new things that have well-defined tables, well-defined domains. Is really a straightforward way of building simple REST APIs. I covered only the get and post endpoint, but the patch endpoint, the put endpoint, delete endpoint, all of those are there to use. And on the next step, we'll see how to integrate on it also Swagger, which will make it more visible and it will expose everything that is behind this Spring Data implementation. So thank you for listening, and till the next time, see you.